Hello everyone, myself Sai Prasad, a lecturer in the Ahmedabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to a series of the lectures of 10th class maths. We have started our discussion of similar triangles in our previous sessions, right? We have started with the discussion of the difference between the similarity of a triangle and congruency of a triangle, right? After that, we have started with basic proportionality theorem and its converse, right? Then in the second exercise, we solved few problems of similarity criterion, right. In the third exercise, we have discussed the ratio of area of two triangles, right. Before starting the fourth exercise, we have a different theorem that is actually called as Pythagoras theorem. Okay. What is Pythagorean theorem? You would have studied in from your lower classes, right. You would have studied that if I have three numbers, right, if the sum of the squares of the first two numbers is the third number, for example, if I consider the numbers 3, 4 and 5. I know that 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. If I add these both, I will get 25, which is the square of 5, right, which means these three are considered to be Pythagorean triplet. Why? Which means this clearly tells that the sum of the squares of the first two numbers is equal to the third number. Is it right? That is what? That is nothing but your Pythagorean theorem. This is very important and it is very easy to understand, right. Try to understand from the starting itself, right. Shall we start? Now see here, the statement is, in a right angle triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of lengths of other two sides. What do this mean? There is a right angle triangle A, B, C. Let us assume this is right angled at B. Then he is telling that if this is angle B, which is right angled, then the opposite side of that right angle is hypotenuse, right. Hypotenuse is the longest side of any right angle triangle is nothing but your hypotenuse, right. Then the square of length of hypotenuse, what is the length here? AC. The square is AC square, right, that is equal to sum of, that is addition of squares of other two sides, that is AB square plus BC square. Is it clear? Shall we start? Now see here, given, what is given? Triangle ABC right angled at B, isn't it? Yes or no? Now see here, there is a triangle ABC which is right angled at B, right. The next, what is that we have to write? We have to write RTP. What is required thing with that we have to prove? That is square of hypotenuse, that is AC square is equal to sum of squares of other two sides, that is AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square. Is it clear? Once again, wherever a right angle is seen, if for example, if there is a right angle, obviously the hypotenuse square equals sum of squares of other two sides. Do not forget this particular thing. Okay. Now see here, shall we start? Let us do. Let us construct, one step we will do is, we will draw a line from between. Let us draw one perpendicular line. Is it okay? Let us assume it to be some D. Is it okay? Shall we do? Now see here, if you consider here, what is the RHS similarity? RHS similarity tells that one should be a right angle and one more thing is the hypotenuse must be seen, isn't it? Yes or no? If you observe here, there is a right angle here, right, and there is a common side AB for both the triangles. Which triangles? Triangle ABC and triangle ADB, isn't it? Did you understand? Now let us see here, if we observe here, first let us construct, draw BD perpendicular to AC. Okay. The next step will be our proof, right. If you observe here, triangle ABC is always similar to triangle ADB. Why? Angle A is common, right, angle D is 90 and angle B is also 90. If you observe here, consider triangle ADB and triangle ABC. Okay, see here, A is the common point, isn't it? And one more triangle is this one, A, B, C, and one more is A, D, B. Is it right? Yes or no? At one side, if I consider ABC, B is right angle, isn't it? If I consider one more triangle ADB, D is right angle, right? If you observe, for both the triangles, angle A is common, isn't it? Then can I tell that these both triangles are similar, right? Now let us write angle BAC is equal to angle DAB, isn't it? Which is common. I can even write angle A equal to angle A. And one more thing is angle ABC is equal to angle ADB, that is equal to 90 degrees, right. Now if you observe, by AA similarity, I can prove that these both triangles are similar to each other. Therefore, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB by AA congruency or AA similarity also, right. Now see here, what is the condition now? AB by AD is equal to AC by AB, that is equal to BC by DB. Yes or no? Let us assume only two things. AD by AB is equal to AB by AC. Okay, let us do now. See here. Okay, in what way you want to write, you can write AB by AD is equal to AC by AB. If you observe, if I cross multiply, I will get it as AB square is equal to AC into AD. Yes or no? If I cross multiply this, AB into AB is AB square, AD into AC. Let us assume this to be equation 1. Okay. Similarly, consider the second triangle, that is BCD, with triangle ABC. Okay. Let us consider the second triangle. Consider triangle ABC and triangle BCD, right. What is the common point here? C is common for both the things and angle D is 90 here. Yes or no? Let us see here, triangle ABC is fixed, right, and here angle C is fixed. I can directly write it as BDC. This is similar to the actual thing, BDC. Here CC angle is common, right, and angle B is equal to angle D. Let us write the same thing here, that is angle ABC is equal to angle BDC, right, BDC, isn't it, which is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. And the second step, what is it? ACB is equal to BCD, angle ACB is equal to angle BCD, which is common, isn't it? By these two things, I can tell that these both triangles are similar to each other, isn't it? Now let us write the same thing. Therefore, triangle ACB or ABC, let us write it as BC is similar to triangle BCD, isn't it? See here, let us write BC by CD is equal to AC by BC, right. See here, let us write somewhere here. What is it? AB by BD, let us remove that. AC by BC is equal to BC by DC, BC by DC. Is it right? Let us cross multiply again. What we will get? BC into BC is BC square is equal to AC into CD. This is second equation, right. Now let us add the first and second. What we will get? Add 1 and 2. What did we get in the left hand side here? That is AB square plus here it is BC square, here it is AC into AD, AC into AD plus here AC into CD. Let us take AC common here. What we will get? AD plus CD. What is AD plus CD again? That is nothing but our AC, that is equal to AC into AC, that is equal to AC square. This is Pythagoras theorem, RTP. Did you understand? Is it clear? Shall we revise once more? Now see here, the question given here it is, in a right angle triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of the lengths of other two sides. Don't forget this, in any right angle triangle ABC, right, the square of hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to AB square plus BC square, right. If you observe here, what are given? Triangle ABC is given, where it is right angled at a particular point B. Okay. The next required to prove, what is the thing we have to prove? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, right. Let us construct BD perpendicular to AC, right, because that is also will become the right angle, so that we can get two more right angles here. Okay. Now let us consider two triangles, one is the major triangle and one more is a part of this triangle, one is ABC and one more is ABD, right. If we consider both, we will get both the triangles are similar to each other. From that I have written the ratio as AB by AD is equal to, what is that? AC by AB. Okay. From that I got AB square equal to AC into AD. Similarly, I have considered two more triangles, that is triangle ABC and triangle BCD, right. So that angle C is common in both the things and B and D are 90 degrees. Okay. That is, both the triangles are similar. From that I can write it as AC by BC equal to BC by DC. From that BC square equal to AC into CD. If I add both and I have taken AC as common, so that I got AD plus CD, which is nothing but AC, right. Therefore, AC into AC is AC square. This is square. Is it right? Once again I am telling you to remember, whatever the right angle it is, okay, if it is a right angle, it is sure that the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. Okay. Shall we do few problems of fourth exercise and few examples related to this Pythagorean theorem? Okay. Let us do. Now see here, the question given here it is, a ladder 25-meter long reaches a window of a building 20 meter above the ground, right. For example, there is a building, there is a ladder. If this is a window which is 20 meter above from the ground, this ladder is touching here. Okay. He is asking us to determine the distance from the foot of the building to the foot of the ladder. Did you understand? Now see here, let us draw that. For example, if this is the building, if this is the window which is 20 meter above the ground, right. Is it okay? Then the ladder is 25 meter long and it reaches it. This is a ladder. This is a ladder which is 25 meter long, reaches this window which is at height of 20 meter height, right. Will this building be slanting or some other angle? It will be definitely at 90 degrees, right. If you observe here, they gave this hypotenuse, right, they gave one of the sides of the right angle triangle and we have to find the second side. That is the thing, there is nothing more you have to remember. A, B, C, if we observe here, given AC as 25, BC as 20, I have to find AB, right. According to Pythagoras theorem, what is it? The square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, that is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, which is equal to, what is AC square? 25 square is equal to, I have to find this AB square plus BC square is 20 square, isn't it? 25 square is 625 is equal to AB square plus 20 square is 400. If I substitute, AB square is equal to 625 minus 400, how much is it? That is 225. Therefore, what is AB? AB is square root of 225, which is nothing but AB is 15 meters. isn't it? Which clearly tells that the foot of the ladder is separated from a distance of 15 meter from the foot of a building. Is it clear? These are the basic things which they may ask you in part B, or else they can even ask for 1 mark question. Okay, the only thing is you have to understand that. Okay, let us do one more same kind of problem. Here they gave that ABC is there is an exercise problem which is question number 6 in your textbook. Do not get confused. I have picked the questions in such a way that so that we can solve the basic kind of questions together. Okay. Now see here they gave ABC is an isosceles right angle triangle, right angled at C itself. If this is a right angled isosceles triangle, right angled at C, right, there is an isosceles triangle, there is a right angle triangle. What is an isosceles triangle? Which means two sides must be equal, which means these both are equal. Okay. Then he is asking us to prove that AB square is equal to AC square. Okay. Actually it is very easy, you can see here given, what is given? Right angle triangle ABC in which angle C is equal to 90 and AC is equal to BC, isn't it? According to Pythagoras theorem, I can write it as hypotenuse square. What is hypotenuse here? AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square, isn't it? Yes or no? If you observe here, AC and BC both are same. Yes or no? AC is nothing but BC. So, I can write AC instead of BC. Yes, we can write AC square plus AC square, which is nothing but 2AC square. That is it. This is again one of the most important 2 marks question. Okay. For your clarity, I have written like that. Okay. There are different doubts you may get. Why did we take only these two sides are equal? Right, isosceles triangle, it does not mean that only these two sides must be equal. We can equate any two sides, right. But if you consider the rule of right angle triangle, the longest side is hypotenuse. Okay. If I equate this hypotenuse with any one of them, this both will be highest, then which will be 90 degrees, right. That is why the fixed right angle triangle which is isosceles, only these two bases will be equal and hypotenuse will be always the highest side. Okay. Did you understand here? Let us move on to the next problem. This is actually the first problem. The question given here, it is prove that sum of squares of sides of rhombus is equal to sum of squares of its diagonals. What is a rhombus? Do you remember? What is a rhombus? Now see here, a rhombus will be like this, where all sides are equal, right, and diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Is it clear? Shall we give the names? Let us assume it to be A, B, C, D, and let us assume this middle point as O. Is it okay? Now let us write, what did he ask us to prove? Here it is sum of squares of sides of rhombus, that is AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square, isn't it? AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square is equal to sum of squares of its diagonals. What are its diagonals? AC and BD. Okay, that is AC square plus BD square. Is it okay? This is what we have to prove. Okay, how to do? How many triangles do we have? How many right angle triangles do we have? These are ABD, AOD, AOB, and here COD and COB, isn't it? Now let us write. Let us prove it. From triangle AOB, AB square is equal to AO square plus OB square. right? And the next triangle BOC, BOC, I get it as this BC square is equal to BO square plus OC square, isn't it? Yes or no? And the next, or else let us write everything in the same format. Let us write this also as OB and this as OA, so that we will have the fixed rule. And one more triangle is COD. From triangle COD, hypotenuse is CD square is equal to OC square plus OD square, isn't it? Next, one more triangle is DOA. Triangle DOA, hypotenuse is AD is equal to OD square plus OA square. Is it right? Hope you understood till here. Let us add all these equations. Let us add 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. What are we going to get on left hand side? All the things, AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square is equal to, we have to add all these. If you observe here, OA square plus OA square, how many are there? There are 2 OA squares. Here again OB square plus OB square, OC square plus OB square, OD square plus OD square. If you observe, can I take 2 common and can I write it as OA square plus OB square plus OC square plus OD square? Is it right? Yes or no? And one more thing, what do we know? Since it is a rhombus, the diagonals bisect each other. What do you mean by the term bisect? Bisect, it is making into equal halves, which is OD is always equal to OB. Yes or no? Given it is a rhombus, therefore I can write it as OB equal to OD, and if you observe here, OA is equal to OC, right? Let us substitute everything and write there. Can I write OA and OC? Instead of these both, can I write it as single OA square? Yes or no? Let us write it. If you observe here, 2 into OA square plus OB square plus, can I write OC as OA square? Isn't it? Again, what is OD square? OD square is nothing but OB square, right? Yes or no? If you observe OA square plus OA square, how many are there? 2 OA square plus OB square plus OB square, 2 OB square. Is it right? Did you understand? Now see here, let us write 2 2s are 4 OA square plus 2 2s are 4 OB square. Can I write it as 2 OA whole square? Yes or no? 2 square is nothing but 4, right? Here also, let us write it as 2 OB whole square. What is double of OA? See here, OA is the double of OA is nothing but AC. Yes or no? This will be AC square plus double of OB. It is nothing but BD square. This is what he asked us to prove, right? Yes or no? AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square equal to AC square plus BD square. They may even ask you directly this also. In a rhombus, prove that this is equal to this. Okay, did you understand? Once again, let me tell here, this is again an important question. See here, once again I am telling, most of the questions from the Pythagorean theorem are always important. There is nothing like this is important, this is not important. Okay. See here, he is asking us to prove that sum of squares of sides of rhombus is equal to sum of squares of its diagonals, that is AB square plus BC square plus CD square is equal to AD square. Okay. I have 4 different right angle triangles, AOB, COB, see here COD and DOA, right. From those 4 right angle triangles I have used Pythagorean theorem to write this. I have added everything. Okay. Then I know that these diagonals are bisecting each other. Bisecting is making into equal halves. Okay. Here OA equal to OC, OB equal to OD. Okay. After simplifying it, I directly got it as 4AOA square plus 4OB square. 4OA is nothing but 2OA. Double of OA is nothing but AC, double of OB is nothing but BD. Okay. Did you understand? These are the basic problems which you can understand easily. Okay. There are few more problems of this fourth exercise in your textbook, okay, which we are going to do in our next session. Okay, this is for today. Let us meet in the next session with the more problems of Pythagorean theorem. Okay, thank you.